This is a reaction to the description of the trailer for Volume 9, I think, of RWBY. There we go. Episode 1? No. Just trailer for the whole season, Volume 9. Whatever. Reaction is now going to commence. Okay. Yeah, mouse. Fair.
And you got your arms stolen by
a talking raccoon riding on a purple wagon filled with trash.
Fair. Yeah. I'll be honest, I kinda enjoy this change. Personally, I'm a very high fantasy guy, and I feel like... we'll see. Anyway, I can talk about it in the discussion. Wait, did the... Oh, the cat is there. A lot. Oh, small. Okay, get the reference. Ooh, interesting voice. Alice in Wonderland reference, another one. Ooh,
what are you gonna be?
Younger RWBY. Oh, the change in design. Okay. Whoa, wait.
What might happen?
Okay. Yeah, telling the story. Alright, it's actually very close to this reaction. I hope I'm able to upload it before it comes out. Now, I'm very excited for Volume 9, personally. And what I was going with fantasy thing... Okay, I'll first explain that. I'm a very big high fantasy guy. A lot of people say that magic shouldn't go too far, the story should be grounded. I hate that notion, I absolutely despise it, it's one of the most repulsive opinions in all existence. In my opinion, obviously. I very much so love fantasy. And I don't watch fantasy so that I can think that this world is real. And it should make sense in many ways. All I care about is the world follows its own rules. And I also enjoy complete and utter chaos, because I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and other anime like that are complete and utter nonsense a lot of the time. But it's a nonsense within order? I don't know. But I do have fun. And this other world, which I think they said it's called Ever After, is always going to have a lot of chaos in it. Yeah. Because it is inspired from Alice in Wonderland. Sorry, my English is great. Now, the Cheshire Cat, is that what it's called? I think. I've never read the original works, I have watched some of the movies. We saw some the Shrunk Girls, obviously enough, they've eaten the little food that says don't eat me or eat me, I can't remember what it was, but one shrinks you, the other one makes you bigger. We'll see how they've done that. I wonder where they can't start like that, because I remember watching... Oh no, I literally just saw it as well, that they were captured by mice and they were big then, so it happens after the mice. I think the thing with the mice is from episode 1. I think that we know for a fact, because the promo from episode 1 said so. Anyway, wanted to see something else that seemed quite intriguing. The Alice in Wonderland reference with Yang is obvious. RWBY talking to her previous self. Yeah, this one's very intriguing. By the way, we didn't see Jonathan in this, which I'm actually kind of excited for that, because it means that they're either hiding him because they know that he's gonna play a very important role, and if they show any more of him than the armor set we saw with the first trailer, then it's straight up gonna be a spoiler, which kind of worries me about the opening. And I do know that RWBY is gonna be only on Crunchyroll for now, which, as long as they allow me to do reactions how I do it on my own other anime, I don't care. I actually personally disliked how people did RWBY reactions. I get it. I get that it was cool for some people, but I just really disliked the idea of just letting the reaction do absolutely nothing. You can watch my previous reactions. I always edited them down as well, because I find it distasteful to leave the whole video, to leave the whole reaction in the video, even if the company itself is fine with it. Regardless, this girl in all of the steel. Is she in all steel? I can see. Yeah, okay. So she's I was gonna say mason. Is that the right word? No, she's a blacksmith. Maybe. Yeah, clearly enough, this is a bird. It also has a hat. But what's very intriguing about it, its eyes have the same effect that the maidens do. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean this is a maiden. Doesn't even necessarily mean this has magic. It could be a cool effect that's done. But considering this is what I've seen from the show so far, that this eye effect represents people that can use magic, and we've also seen individuals that have the ability to turn themselves into birds, I feel like that's pretty obvious clues. And I think this is wearing pants. Is the bird wearing pants? Are those pants? Can I zoom in? Yeah, I'm zooming in. Are those pants or it's just part of the bird? I don't know. But a dressed bird that has this effect. Intriguing. I feel like that's the most intriguing part of the trailer. I know, very unique thing to be intrigued in, but I feel like that's intriguing. Kinda wanna have a ginormous discussion about everything, but I'll do so whenever we get to episode 1. For now, I'll just say that this was actually quite intriguing for me. Obviously enough, it didn't spoil me at all because it just showed a lot of random images. I guess when it comes to a theme, as we saw with the first trailer, it's gonna be about the girls rediscovering themselves, and obviously not the same I assume for Jean, because that's kind of been his whole thing for the entirety, just accepting who his family was and becoming more of himself, which once again we didn't see him even remotely, unless that lady with the anvil and stuff was not connected to him, which I don't know how she would be. Maybe she is a predecessor of his? Ooh, can they do that? Can they? So the girl who fell for the world being the start of an dark family? Maybe? That's an interesting idea. Granted, I don't think that the RWBY creators have enough, how can I say... I mean, everyone is always complaining that the RWBY girls are not doing enough, so on and so forth, so I don't think they're gonna give more importance to another character, which... Also, one more thing that I do understand a lot of complaints about the show, which I technically agree with the complaint, which is that the RWBY girls, even though they're the main characters, are not as focused as much as they should be for being the main characters. I actually agree with that sentiment, so I think that they shouldn't have been the named title of the show. They shouldn't have been the title of the show, which obviously, you know, because of the whole history of the show, a lot of things have changed. So maybe the show definitely would have been different provided certain individual didn't pass away. Which, yeah, I mean, life is what it is. We can't know what it would have been. But what I think they should have done, sadly enough, I think they should have just straight up, even though it would have been difficult for the brand, I think they should have just changed the name from RWBY to Stories of Remnant or something like that. I do think it might have hurt the brand a little bit, but at the very least, if they don't intend the girls to be the main characters in the entirety of the story, and then they can show obviously of other characters doing their own thing, I feel like they still can be the focus though. Point is, I'm not gonna be talking about the problems with the series many people have, and as I kind of do that specifically, but anyway, point is, I am excited for Volume 9. There's a lot of things they can do with this. There's a lot of changes that can be done, positive, and some negative that I could very much so hate. But I'm excited. There's a lot of mystery, there's a lot of world building, there's a lot of opportunity for setup for the future of the story. They can end the RWBY series and have a sequel, have a prequel, whatever they want. This season, even though many people think it's not important, it's just stalling the story, I wholeheartedly disagree. I think this could be the most important season, depending on what they do with it, obviously. But we'll see. I had fun. I'm really looking forward to episode 1. But for now, there is a video there. You can subscribe to my channel there. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.